Hamilton Tree Service started in the early 90s. There's been numerous other tree service names before then that my dad used, but we basically started Hamilton Tree in the early 90s, and it was a sole proprietorship, ownership from my dad. And I became partner in that company in the mid-90s when I acquired a California contractor's license. We're a complete full-service tree service, so we do everything from removals, pruning, consultations, inspections, and we work residential, commercial, and for municipalities. The succession we just recently completed was basically my dad handing off the reins to me on this business. It was a transition that I feel it just kind of happened. It wasn't necessarily planned. I'd say it took about a year and a half, and we just slowly took the responsibilities away from my dad, so it was less stressful on him and had him do less and less tasks. And I kind of undertook more, and I made some of my guys undertake more of the tasks that he used to do. So, then he had found other interests in life, and he kind of slowly moved out of the business, and I took full reins. I think this succession plan has really helped our company to grow for the future, for future growth. I really look towards TCIA, Tree Care Industry Association, to help with creating. Basically, what we did was move a lot of our employees to higher positions, and TCIA helped in classifying those positions. So I'll give you an example. Like we made a foreman into a project manager. We made a head operator into a foreman. So what it did was it set systems up for growth, because you have to have systems in place for a company to grow. And I think without the succession happening, I don't think this would have ever happened. So, now we have a safety coordinator, and, the company is just being ran much more efficiently, and it's not as chaotic. Throughout the succession process, I think I learned that other people, other employees can do more jobs. They can take on more responsibility. And that's kind of the hardest part, to try to think about one of your employees taking over, even your job. And, it's real tough to let that happen. But what I found is that these guys can do it. It put more confidence in my people, and it helped them grow also. By me giving them responsibility, they feel really good about their job. They feel that they have, I guess, more so a career than a job now. And so one thing that really taught me was that have faith in your employees, because if you let them have a little more freedom, they can get it done. Other companies that may be getting ready to do a succession or thinking about it, the best advice I could give them is be prepared. Make sure you have your systems in place, and make sure you talk to your employees about what's going to happen, and put in their mind what you expect from them. Give them new job descriptions and talk to them about it, and make sure that they're ready to take on these additional tasks, and I think that's the best thing you can do. TCIA, Tree Care Industry Association, really laid the groundwork for putting the systems in place and the job descriptions for the succession plan, because before we never really had descriptive job positions. Everybody kind of just did what they did, and that's the way we operated. And I saw that it wasn't working. It was too chaotic. So with Tree Care Industry, We put together, you have now your climbers, you have your operators, you have your foremen, you have your project managers, you have your salespeople. So this really helped in creating these descriptive jobs, and so people really knew, the employees knew what they were responsible for, and it basically put a chain of command together too, for taking care of any any issues we have.